Guru team, and welcome back to Daisy Builds. I'm in town. It doesn't matter which one. What matters is the building. This is the building. This is the two-story brown building, let's call it. And now there's two variants of this. This is the variant we want with the windows that you can see through on the right-hand side. There's another variant with the windows you can see through on the left-hand side. We don't want that one. We want this one. I'll show you why. We have here a gate. This is going to be our first secure entry point. It doesn't quite marry up 100%. It's a bit fiddly getting it in here, and that's fine. It's going to do the job that it's going to do, and this is going to be our first line of defense. As you can see, we can probably get in here and fiddle with the code lock so that we don't get shot while we're actually working on the code lock. But to actually open the gate, we're going to have to open the door, open the gate, jump out, jump back in, close the door, and do all those bits and pieces. Like I've said in other videos, nothing's perfect, okay? But for this one, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to put metal sheets on this one to add an extra layer of security, and I'll show you how to do that. Once you pass through this gate, there's going to be another gate up here. There's nothing over here, an assortment of junk. These are the two rooms. This is why we wanted this building. Now, getting this gate in place, well, getting this fence kit in place, requires that you have to climb up on top of these boxes. So you have to come up here and you have to get your fence kit, and you have to use the up and down arrow to spin it around to make sure that it's actually pointing in the correct direction. And you've got to fiddle and mooch and all the rest of it to make it fit. But it will fit, trust me, because I did it and I put it here. And I have some stuff here ready to build this. This will be a standard gate. That will then give us access into this room where we've got the ability to see a few things. We've got a few little spawn locations. We can hear and keep an eye on the road and things that are going on and all the rest of it. Not a problem. That's going to be our first room. And then in this room here, we're going to have yet another gate, and this is going to be maybe the place where we keep a lot of our really good stuff. Being aware that there's this scaffold here. So this scaffold that's immediately over here is definitely a weakness in terms of sniping. So that's the kind of thing to just be aware about when you're building bases. Especially bases in residential. Lots and lots of windows. Can't really be helped. You can duck down and you can move around. There's a chance that you may be able to see the top of your helmet, top of your head, but we're out here. There's a lot of things going on. We can also keep an eye on the water stand from this particular house, and if we really want to, we can come in and we can close the door, and there's not that very many sniping points that are really good. A really good sniper maybe up on the hill, sure. They might be able to take a pot shot at us, but we can retire into some different areas and so on. Again, not every build is perfect, and if you go for a build in and around town, there's often going to be a lot of porous openings because houses have windows. Anyway, this is going to be pretty straightforward from here on in until we get down to the bottom gate. So I'm going to time-lapse this in, and I'm going to start up here, and I've got my trusty pliers with me, and I've got my trusty wire with me, and I've got my trusty hammers with me. So I'm going to get started, and you guys can listen to some tunes. Right, you can see that I've made the front gate, and I've made the front gate a frame, because we need to put the metal sheets on. Don't do what I did the first time I did this, was I made a completely wooden gate and then tried to put the metal sheets on, because I thought the metal sheets went on the front of the wood, and they don't. The metal sheets go on instead of the wood, so we'll attach those. Now I think off the top of my head it's 6 sheets, and I can't remember how many nails, so let's find out. We've got 52 nails and we've got 10 sheets of metal, so let's see what we do building the lower metal wall. There you go, 3 sheets at the bottom, and that took 12 nails. And there you go, another 12 nails and another 3 sheets, exactly as I thought. It's quite impressive, these metal walls. They're certainly quite impressive looking. So yeah, it's not, you know, it's not 100%. Obviously, there's still room to go, room to fire over the top and things like that. But you've got this additional fence here, which is fantastic. Which is a gate, sorry, not a fence. And we can lock that up behind us. And then we get in here and we've got this other little room. We can definitely open that up, and we can lock that behind us. And there's no dramas. We can absolutely lock it. We can reach the code lock. It won't be a drama. There you go. Not a bad little base, actually. Not a bad little base at all. I'll probably flip that and duck under it. Lock it up. Let's have a look at it from the outside. Oh yeah, that looks pretty imposing, doesn't it? Pretty imposing. Right, so what did it cost us in building this base then? Well, we have 2 wooden gates and we have 1 metal gate. The 2 wooden gates are the same. They are 2 logs, 16 nails and 4 planks for the bottom frame, 16 nails and 4 planks for the upper frame, 16 nails and 5 planks for the wall, 16 nail and 5 planks for the upper wall, 1 wire, 1 code lock, all times 2. The metal gate down at the bottom is a little bit different. It is 2 logs for the base, 16 nails and 4 planks for the bottom frame, 16 nails and 4 planks for the upper frame, 12 nails and 3 metal sheets for the lower part of the wall, and 12 nails and 3 metal sheets for the upper part, 1 wire, and we're going to need 1 code lock. So the total budget for this build then is 6 logs, 184 nails, 44 planks, 6 metal sheets, 3 wire, and 3 code locks. And there you go. I think it's quite a snug little base. I think it is quite a snug little base. People will see it from the outside. There's no mistake. People always do. Bases always get spotted. It's one of the things with bases, and people will try and raid bases. And like I've said, layers of defenses, layers of defenses, layers of defenses. So again, a base like this, people see in, they see there's a bottom wall with metal, they see there's an upper wall, they might think, too much like hard work, I'm moving on, and they might try and find an easier base. Some serious base raiders they'll come along and they'll do what they do, and they'll start smacking holes in things and using ammunition and explosives, and they'll make their way through all the gates, because that's what serious base raiders do. But there you go. It's a nice little starter. It's not too bad. It's in the middle of a town. It's a good place to stash some loot, get some gear, hold up, keep an eye on things. It's kind of place to have fun. Do drop a like. Do subscribe to the channel. Do click the bell notification so you know when the next one of these comes along. And do feel free to drop any comments or tips or suggestions or questions. And if there's anywhere you'd like to see a build, please let me know. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation